Every year on September 26th, the world observes World Contraception Day, a campaign dedicated to improving awareness of contraceptive methods and enabling young people to make informed choices about their sexual and reproductive health. This year's focus is clear: reproductive rights, freedom, and choice. The overarching message, a choice for all, reminds us that access to contraception is not just a health matter. It's about bodily autonomy, gender equality, and planning for the future. Contraception gives people the power to decide if, when, and how many children to have. It helps young people pursue education and careers, support families in planning and spacing children, and ensures healthier communities. Yet stigma, myths, and lack of access remain major barriers. To find out what people, especially young voices, really think about contraception, we took to the streets. Here is what they had to say.
Okay, contraceptives basically are any forms or methods used to prevent pregnancy.
Is a type of pills or drugs that people use to prevent pregnancy.
Contraceptive is, I think, the object used to prevent certain pregnancy.
In a simple language, it's just prevention.
In terms of condom, it's to prevent pregnancy, unwanted pregnancy, disease, and all that comes with intercourse. I learned about it in secondary school. Our biology teachers and then the coppers we have then, the COP members, they talked about it. So that is the first time I learned about the condom.
My parents were too shy to even talk about it. I think I learned about it in school.
Honestly, I don't remember, but it should most likely be from friends.
Well, should I say school? Nah, not school. From friends, not parents. From friends.
Yes, I think it's an important subject. So I think it should be taught in school.
They should be taught about it, but they are not to be advised to use it because what they're meant to be taught in school is abstinence.
I think it's too early for teen because now you're predisposing them to go do something now and they know, yes, of course, when I do this I can actually come out with it because something like that.
Yes, most definitely. Parents should make sure their children are educated about sex and contraception. So when there is need for that, they should know what to do.
I would say yes and no. Yes, because they need to know what is happening around them and what it's being used for. Then no on the other side, because this our Gen Zs, once you teach them something or something you don't even teach them, they want to practicalize it. So when you tell them what it does, it can prevent pregnancy, they would like to practicalize and use it. Anyway, I believe that they should be taught about it. But you also need to tell them the disadvantages of using those things.
It's good for them to be sensitized, for them to have the early awareness, so that they will not decide whether they want to take precaution or not, or want to do the go the contraceptive way, or they just want to stay away from it.
And if you have a girl of 10 years old, you should educate her, you should let her know. From the secondary school, you should let her know what they call contraceptives. You should educate them about the pregnancy and everything about the guys. Even though if it's going to be taught in the school, it needs to be maybe partially, because everything needs to start from the home.
Because of the world we are into today, because all we have now is technology everywhere, every eye-opening. So everybody, teenagers should know about it. They should always educate their children. They should always make sure that they spec check them, know what they are doing, and always sink to their brain that or premarital sex is not good.
For me as a mother, I know that I did one at a point when I felt, okay, I've had enough children. And then I did, and it worked for me. But I've heard people say it doesn't work. Well, it depends on the one. And again, if you want to do that, you need to seek professional advice. You need to see a doctor because it works with your body system. If you go and do the wrong one, you say it's not working.
I don't think they are 100% safe. Like, they are not 100% effective because some in the process it will, to have puncture and all of that, to break in the process, and the whole thing that you're trying to avoid in the first place, you will not be able to avoid it.
From what I've seen online, not really, but they help. Let's say a 70% chance of helping, but not all the time. So it's better to just prevent it as a whole than to cure it.
I do not rely solely on contraceptives, but to some point they are at least 90% reliable.
Once they use it, abuse it before they even get married, it might even cause another thing when they are ready to have children.
I'm not sure it does have an effect. I only feel like the effect I faced was I had a delay in my period. Yes, it dealt with my hormones.
Nausea, there's weight gain, hormonal imbalance, and tiredness.
Some people, get fatter than they shouldn't. They don't want to. Some people, they have complications that will lead them going to seek for medical attention and all of that.
It's good for them to be sensitized. It's good for them to have an idea, but it's not a license for them to go into sex. You understand? Because it's always encouraged that you should be. I don't want to say you should get to a certain age before you're introduced, but I believe in sex after marriage. Okay, but the world now, once they get to 18 and that age, there is this eagerness for them to want to go into sex.
What I will tell them about it is that it's bad because it can damage something in their body. You understand? So the only thing I would tell them is to abstain from sex till when they get married.
Young people shouldn't even consider it. It shouldn't be part of their day-to-day. It shouldn't be an equation at all. I feel like the only people that should use contraceptions are those that are trying to regulate their family, like family planning, not young adults.
They should have access, but they should not misuse it, like overuse it. Too much of everything is not good. Yeah, so you should just use it once in a while.
The biggest myth I've heard is infertility. So most people think that it's curable to an extent, but it's not. It's like a 1% chance. It's a God-given manifestation to cure infertility through pills and all that.
There was this very popular one: if a man touches you, don't go close to him. If a man touches you, you get pregnant.
My mom will always tell me not to allow a guy touch my breast, that if he touches my breast, I'll get pregnant.
Awareness doesn't just stop at knowing the options. It's about giving young people the confidence to make informed choices. And that starts with honest conversations like these.